Oh, how quickly they forget. Welcome into Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien, and it is time to remind everyone, including the NFL, about the NFL's best rivalry. Welcome into Cincinnati Bengals Talk. Let's dive in right away because I got to be honest with you. And if you're new to the channel, I'm James Rapien. Andrew Fox Miller joins me a lot on the channel. Make sure you check out Enter the Jungle, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. Look, the NFL's best rivalry is without a doubt Bengals Chiefs. And the NFL apparently doesn't know that. I saw their social media account on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to say. And I said this, I saw it, and I'm like, Andrew, I wasn't planning on doing a video on Thursday. We have to do a video on this because when the NFL says Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen has quickly become the best rivalry in the league, and it's not hard to see why, well, it's very hard to see why, because while you could say, oh, well, they're 3-3 head to head, all of those things, it is not the best rivalry. It's not the best team rivalry. It's not the best quarterback rivalry. It isn't. And I'm not sure it's up for debate, but if it is up for debate, I'll give you some reasons why it is Bengals Chiefs, why it is Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, and why this idea that it's Josh Allen and the Bills, well, they're on the outside looking in. Of course, they could get closer to making it a real rivalry by winning this weekend. And I think a lot of you watching are probably rooting for the Bills. You know why? Because Bengals Chiefs, it is the best rivalry in the NFL. Burrow Mahomes is the best rivalry in the NFL. There is respect and also hate on both sides. I don't think Bills Chiefs has that. I think it's respect, and that's where it kind of ends. And whether it's the trash talk leading up to each game or whether it's the fact that each of the four games, even this year without Joe Burrow, so you could include that one if you wanted to. I'm not going to. Every game has come down to one possession. It's been a one possession game. It's a nail biter. There are no blowouts. Everyone is on the edge of their seat looking, and whether you're a Chiefs fan or a Bengals fan or you're covering the game like I have, two at Arrowhead and two at Paycor Stadium, man, I've written about 52 game stories about the four matchups between Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. It goes down to the wire. Both quarterbacks have gotten off to quick starts, and both quarterbacks have led their teams back. Let's start with the first matchup between the two. And this was in 2021 when the Bengals clinched the AFC North Championship. Zach Taylor gets to the playoffs, all of those things. Burrow gets his nameplate ripped off. Well, it didn't start out great. 14-0, and Jamar Chase took over. This is when he outran everyone, gets the Bengals on the board, and they rallied again because the Chiefs answered, and it was 21-7. Rally, rally, rally. 28-14, rally, rally, rally. Still find a way, and they win it 34-31 to clinch the AFC North. Their second matchup was just a few weeks later at Arrowhead, AFC Championship game, a trip to Super Bowl 56 on the line, and it looked like the Chiefs were just going to steamroll the Bengals. The Bengals had went on the road and beat the Titans. They'd won their first playoff game in 31 years against the Raiders before going to the Titans and winning that game. And it's like, man, this young team, they're promising, but they're not going to beat Patrick Mahomes. And, well, it was 21-3. And then Joe Burrow finds Samaje Perine for a touchdown, 21-10 at half. Eli Apple with a big stop. And that's when the Bengals got stops and they got turnovers. And Joe Burrow played well down the stretch and found Jamar Chase for a touchdown that I think a lot of people have forgotten about. And the Bengals, they go to the Super Bowl. They win 27-24 with an Evan McPherson field goal. So there you go. Trash talk happens. Things happen. All of those things going into the 2022 season. Guess what? It's Bengals and Chiefs again, this time at Paycor Stadium. And the Bengals are the ones that get out to the lead, 14-3. So this is a switch up for the third matchup between Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow, which is by far the best rivalry in the NFL. I think Bengals Chiefs is the best rivalry in the sport. Still not sure that it's debatable. And the Bengals, they get out to a 14-3 lead. Then the Chiefs rally and they take a 24-17 lead. And then the Bengals rally and win with 10 points in the fourth quarter, 27-24, same score as the AFC title game. And then they run it back again in the AFC title game. Back-to-back years. It's really rare, really hard to do. And by the way, give credit to Patrick Mahomes. He's one win away from getting back to the AFC title game again. And the Bengals, well, they trailed 13-3. And this is when they rally. And they tied it 13-13. T. Higgins tied it For most of the fourth quarter, it was tied at 20. Harrison Butker kicks the game winner at the gun, 23-20. Chiefs win, advance to the Super Bowl, ultimately win the Super Bowl, and that's how the NFL's best rivalry has become the NFL's best rivalry on the field. I think about this social media post from the NFL, and it reminds me of something Joe Burrow said during the pre-draft process. I think it was at the combine or around the combine in 2020. And it's something he said when Alabama was recruiting him to be the third string quarterback in Tuscaloosa. And it shows confidence. And I also think it applies here when it comes to the NFL's best rivalry and the fact that the NFL social media team thinks that it is not Joe Burrow and instead it's Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen.
When I was transferring from Ohio State, I was third on the depth chart as a junior coming off a broken throwing hand. And not a lot of people really wanted anything to do with me. People like Alabama were calling and wanted me to be their third string quarterback. And I was like, me? Like, you guys must not know about me yet.
Pretty simple. You guys must not know about me yet. I love it. Andrew, play it again.
You guys must not know about me yet.
You guys must not know about me yet. I love it. I love his confidence and how quickly they forget. How quickly they forget. It's wild. I'm shocked that they went there. And I get it. You're trying to hype up the game, get it excited. You could do it. Doesn't get any bigger than this. You could do that. But the NFL's best rivalry? No. It's not Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. It's not. It is. By the way, I also think part of the rivalry aspect is like the hate. I don't think anyone really hates Josh Allen. Plenty of people hate Patrick Mahomes. And I think plenty of people, shocker on Cincinnati Bengals, I think there are people that don't like Joe Burrow and dislike Joe Burrow. And he can be a villain, especially to Chiefs fans, but not even to Chiefs fans. Plenty of other franchises and fan bases. That's part of it. Jamar Chase saying that the Chiefs, anyone but the Chiefs, during a recent appearance on, I think he was on ESPN. That's exactly what this rivalry is. So I wanted to come on here and at least share my thoughts ahead of what a game I'm excited about. Chiefs Bills. It's really exciting, but you guys must not know about me yet is a quote that instantly came to my mind. And I think another one will be how quickly they forget, because clearly people have forgotten. So if Joe Burrow gets healthy, we will see Bengals Chiefs next year in Kansas City. That's going to do it. Enjoy the playoff games. Make sure you check out Enter the Jungle if you missed it. Plenty of Bengals offseason questions answered. My thoughts on the offseason, how crucial it is. Andrew Fox Miller's thoughts as well. And until next time, I'm James Rapien. Thank you so much for watching Cincinnati Bengals Talk.